welcome to the Strawburry17 podcast. We are resurrecting it after a whole year of being radio silent. And we're with a new crew of people, so meet the team. Hi! Go ahead, introduce yourself.
I'm Lena. I do a lot of things around here. Mostly I'm assistant to the CEO, or assistant CEO as I like to call myself.
She takes inspiration from The Office for everything. Throwing to the person to my right.
Oh, hi, I'm Julia. I'm behind the camera always.
Not today.
But not today, so hello.
And the only boy that's a part of our podcast.
It's me, I'm Ness. I
or man, I should say man, right?
No, I'm a boy.
Okay.
I do the graphics that you guys see all over Strawburry17.
And also, a special part of our podcast is we're drinking tea out of magnificent cups. You can see how amazing they are.
Yes.
I'm drinking coffee. You're drinking your coffee black. You got cream. And you are drinking Red Bull. Ness?
How I do it.
Since the podcast is going up on April 1st, I thought, why not talk about April Fools? You know, as you get older, it's not as important as it was when you were a kid. What was the first time you ever heard about April Fools?
You know when people go like, oh, you got mustard on your shirt, and like they flick your nose, you look down and flick your nose, and that's like, they'd say April Fools, like, really?
I think mine was when I was in first grade, and my best friend at the time ran up to me and she was like, my sister died in a car accident. I was like, whoa, this only happens in Disney movies. I was like, what? Are you serious? And she was like, yeah, I'm so sad. I'm like, what are you gonna do? She's like, I don't know, maybe I'll get a new sister or something. And I'm like, whoa. Whoa. And then she was like, April Fools.
She went really dark
that
with that
was
joke.
dark.
I was really confused though, because I was like, I still thought her sister was dead. Yeah, that was my first introduction to April Fools.
I'm like extremely gullible, so people are, I always get tricked every single year. I probably should not be telling you guys.
So we can trick you?
No, definitely not.
That coffee? April Fools.
Haha.
Not coffee. Don't sip it. I wouldn't.
Oh my gosh.
I think my first, when I learned it, was like same first grade, but like somebody was a little more like rude about it. They were like, we don't like you.
What?
Like,
that's not an April
yeah,
Fool's
yeah,
joke. That's
that was like,
being mean.
but then they were like, April Fools. It's so sad.
Actually, you know what? That is true. That people use that as like a way to be mean.
Yeah.
But then
Sure.
do the April Fools. I feel like April Fools in elementary school was almost like Honesty Day. But then you cover it with April Fools.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever pull like a really good April Fools joke that you feel pretty proud about?
Yes.
Oh.
This was like my first big April, it's my only one, like big one. So in middle school, I had a group of friends, we would go straight to the library to like study or whatever. So it was April Fools, and one of my friends and I teamed up and decided to text one of the other guys in the group who had a girlfriend and pretend to be another girl. So we're texting him, and like it was a walk to the library, so it was amazing, like all these text messages. So we're texting in our little brick Nokias. We're texting him like really like cutesy stuff or whatever. And he was freaking out, and then I had to pretend to freak out. I was really good. And they didn't know who it was, but they suspected this one girl. I guess he showed the girlfriend the text messages. It was like a span of like maybe 4 hours.
You kept this going.
Yeah, no, it was really bad. I feel really bad about it.
Silly.
So he ends up calling
The
girl they think it is. I know they yelled at her. I don't know what they said.
Poor girl.
And then the girlfriend, I think, yelled at her, like grabbed the phone and started talking to her. And then that's when I had to like, I was like, oh no, they're bringing like the wrong, like this is too far. And I was like, April Fools. It was really bad.
That's a horrible April Fool's.
This other girl, well, he's like, I kind of knew it because you guys were always like on your phones texting. I was like, well, then you should have called this out then.
The worst April Fool's like I ever did was like where I had like a knife and I tried to put ketchup on my hand and be like, ah, I'm bleeding, and scare my brothers. But that's like
that's why I don't do it anymore. I don't do it anymore. I'm sorry.
No. I don't do it either because I still feel really guilty about this. I'm sorry, Dad. We were really young, my sister and I like convinced her that it'd be perfect to prank my dad. So we put like shaving cream in his favorite slippers. He totally saw the shaving cream in the slippers.
Aww.
Yeah, he stuck his feet in and he's like, oh, he pretended. But then his slippers were ruined, so we had to get him new ones.
It was nice of him though to play along.
Yeah.
Mine was a dad one too. I'm good at pranking people, like scaring them. Well, not really.
Yeah, she like waits till she's like, you can see her, and then she's like,
But my old, I'm not a good prankster, so my mom would make me, she was like, it's April Fool's, like, let's prank your dad. And I was like, cool. So when I was younger, I wrecked my dad's car because I was like 6 years old singing into the it was a truck, and I was singing into the, what is it called? The
station.
station. And I was like singing, and I knocked it out, and you just see me like rolling down our like mountain hill, and I hit my jungle gym and wrecked my dad's car.
You know, you wrecked your jungle gym. That's probably all you noticed. You
Yeah.
got out of the car and like, my jungle gym! Your dad's like, my car!
But my mom the next year was like, okay, so let's do that again. Tell your dad, like, that you wrecked his car. Okay, yeah, let's do it, you know? It didn't work because I was like, Dad, I'm so sorry. Like, I wrecked your car again. He was like, I'm home. And I was like, but he was like, it's okay if you did. I was like, oh.
Dads understand.
Man, I would get such a whooping if I tried to like prank my dad. He was so serious. The times that we would see him like laugh or be silly were so rare. I would never dare like cross my dad. I'd be too afraid. Have you thought about one that you would do now, that you would execute really well? Because you're not a kid anymore. Throughout the year, I'm like, this will be a perfect April Fool's joke. But then it comes April 1st and I never do anything. But I have been thinking about doing this one for the longest time. I get kidnapped and like we stage it where there's like a white van and then it's like the camera's just like on its side and then the person who's kidnapping me takes it and like vlogs. The people would like torture me into giving them my library password. It'd have to be like a one take, but I was like, that would be such a good video. I think as an adult, you have to be careful with April Fools because people would just like, they don't have time for it.
Yeah.
What about you?
Devious plan. I would want to do, I don't know what it is.
Does it involve bullying?
No. That was one time. But I want to do it like a year-long
Prank?
April Fool's.
You only get one day.
Anyways, go back to your lame April Fool's plan.
Alright, never mind. I'm over it. I'm just gonna sip my Red Bull.
I thought about some good like pranks that I wanted to pull, but I can't share them because they're going to happen to you guys.
What?
But just be prepared.
It'd probably be something like quitting or something like that.
You've
Something
done this a
really-
few times though.
Okay, well.
And you're not really good at it.
He's like, I'm quitting. What else did you want me to do there?
I really am the
You
worst.
never thought as a kid, like, oh, this would be the coolest when I become an adult.
No, because
I'm
I
gonna do
know.
this.
You guys know. You can totally see it on my face when I try
That's
to trick
true.
you.
She's laughed during a very serious conversation.
I thought you were
Yeah.
pranking us then.
I was like, April Fools? What?
I
I've
laugh
been
at
able to.
inappropriate times.
Very
I'm sorry. When things are
inappropriate.
really serious
Yeah.
and quiet, you know, sometimes it's like you just like giggle.
That's it for this podcast. That was fun. April Fools. We're going to be doing this podcast every single Wednesday, so be sure to tune in and be sure to subscribe so you know when we get videos or post podcasts. I almost had that buttoned up nicely. All right, well, I'll see you guys later. Bye. You guys have to say bye.
Oh.
All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye. We got to work on that.
Okay.
Boy.